Hello and welcome back to another episode of the Washington Nationals March to October. And we're back again. I don't know how much longer I'm going to keep up this pace, but we've got 3 episodes in the first 3 days here, getting off to a good start. And speaking of good starts, we're also getting off to a good start in this March to October. We're 5-1. We started off the season by sweeping the Braves, which now the Braves haven't lost since we swept them. So for now, through 6 games, which is a huge part of the season, we all know, we're hanging with the division. We have our first road game here to start this first game here, this first moment. We're up 1-0 in Colorado, and we're threatening. We've got runners on the corners with 2 outs. So let's go ahead. Let's get into this right away. Ildemaro Vargas is in the lineup today. Oh, and it's raining a bit here in Colorado. And man, Patrick Corbin with another good start for real. He has 1 hit allowed through 6 innings. What else has gone on here? We have 2 hits from Victor Robles, 2 from Ruiz, and 2 from Dom Smith, but it was Joey Meneses who drove in the only run. And yeah, Patrick Corbin has gone 6 innings. He's given up 1 hit and 1 walk. I think if I remember right, his last start, we were in the 7th inning when we loaded in, and he hadn't given up a run yet, but he had the bases loaded, and then I brought in somebody else and gave up a couple runs. So those are charged to Corbin, but you know, he himself hasn't given up a run yet, I think. Oh my God! That caught me so off guard. Ildemaro Vargas, the bench player, getting the start today with a perfect no-doubter. That's the first home run I've hit with this team. That's the first extra base hit, I think. Wow, dude. This team really is something special already. I never convert in situations like that where there's already 2 outs. Man, that one didn't even get helped by Colorado here. That was gone anywhere. 396 down the line. Oh, and I got another one to hit there. Lane Thomas, though, with the pop fly, but that's okay. We did what we needed to do that inning. 3 runs of insurance. And man, 54 pitches for Corbin, too. Plenty of energy. And now that we have the lead, I'm sticking with them. Oh, and also, this probably looks different. I changed the pitching camera. I thought it looked cooler, but I don't know. I don't know for sure yet, but I'm gonna stick with it for a little bit, and then we'll see. Pop fly, though, out to Victor Robles. We're counting outs now. We need 8 more. They keep talking about how heavy the rain is right now, so I'm guessing it's kind of setting up for a rain delay at some point here. Oh, he didn't swing the bat, that hole at bat. I don't know why I would go with a pitch to try and get a chase. I should have just left it in the zone. He probably wouldn't have swung at it anyway. There we go. Finally a swing. Corey Dickerson out there in left will get there. All right, and we get the strikeout with the circle change. The Patrick Corbin redemption year is upon us. Whoa, hang on. Victor Robles is batting .550. I know this is only game 7, but I moved him to the bench against righties. Okay, that'll hurt the numbers a bit. Actually, though, I just remembered, and that last at bat wasn't a good example of this, but I want to try and start my PCI anchor up. I'm noticing for a lot of pitches, that last out not included, but that is a good example, and it is going to get down. That'll be 2 for Meneses. I hope, actually. That's going to be close. Yeah, he's in there. But yeah, I noticed myself pretty early on here in this year's game getting under a lot of high fastballs, even fastballs that caught the meat of the plate. So I'm hoping anchoring my PCI up is going to help me with that. Oh wait, look at the bottom there. Josiah Gray, K's 13. Allows 1 run. We really are in the Josiah Gray Cy Young year. He had another good start. They're going to bring in another lefty, Brent Suter. It's Keibert Ruiz coming up here with 2 on, having a good season himself. Oh, don't be 2. Somebody's got to run fast or make a throwing error. Okay. Wait, what? What is going on here? Do they have a new throwing meter? My God, I messed up on the bases. So I was going to keep everybody where they were at. And then that center fielder just threw it right into the dugout. That brought 2 more home. Oh, and Dom Smith. I thought he hit it a bit better than that, but that's deep enough, even with 21 speed to drive him in. This is a 7-0 lead. Ah, okay. Missed that one. Very nice inning there. Added on even more, making this Patrick Corbin complete game shutout attempt even more likely. At least more likely that we keep him in the game long enough because don't really have that much to worry about. Oh, nice. The heater up and in. He might have even been too early on that. Nice, I got a good throw. I gotta focus. I can't start talking as soon as we get the ground ball. I gotta worry about making the throw. Oh, what about this play? Oh, Abram. Oh, I think I accidentally throw canceled. Or wait, did I? Because it let me redo the throw meter. So maybe I didn't throw cancel and something else happened there? I don't know. Alright, we'll strike out the next batter anyway, so it doesn't even matter. Man, I just realized it was Vargas in the 9-hole, so maybe it's not something special about Luis Garcia. Maybe it's just something special about the 9-hole. Oh my god, it actually is. The 9-hole is magical. Another perfect for Vargas. That one didn't quite have the lift to get out. We'll get a 1-out double. Ah, that was supposed to be a check swing. I'm noticing that a lot in this game so far, is a lot of the lightly tapped X presses that you want to try and hold up on. It's not even giving you the chance. Oh, dang. I really did not think I was that far out in front of that. All right, didn't add on any more that inning, but we added another perfect swing, which is always nice. Let's get Patrick Corbin this complete game shutout. He might do it on under 100 pitches, too. I can't remember what they call a Maddox. Is it just a complete game, or is it a complete game shutout? Does it have to be a shutout? And I don't remember if it's under 100 pitches or under 90. For some reason, I feel like it's under 90. But under 100 would make sense. Man, everybody's throwing complete game shutouts. I just saw it say Aaron Nola did. Now it said Ohtani did. We might be about to. I feel like I also saw it earlier say that Tristan McKenzie did. And there we go. A nice play and a nice throw. That is something, though, now that I think about it, that I was kind of curious about. Because every time in March to October, the starter innings aren't too realistic. Like every starter, I know there's no injuries, so nobody's missing a start, but still every starter, oh, and I messed that up. Oh, it's a strike though, okay. But any starter, every starter seems to throw like 200 innings. And it seems like online, they kind of tweaked stamina, so your pitcher runs out of it a bit quicker. But here we're 96 pitches in with Corbin, and he just hit the yellow. Oh, and we went up and in and got him. Frozen. Patrick Corbin, complete game, 2-hit shutout. He is back. We're going to get a lot more momentum from that. 5 more. You know, I'm not buying it. I think last episode I didn't quite notice, but I noticed it when I was editing. It said I got 3. We got back to the menu and it only gave me 2. So the game's lying again this year. I bet we only get 4. Let's see. Moment of truth. Did I call you out, game? Yeah, I know what you're doing. Telling me I got 5 and then giving me 4. Look at that momentum, though. Keep going. Keep winning. Use it every game if we need to keep these wins coming. Oh, okay, more scouting. I forgot. We're going to have something popping up every week now because of the scouting. All right, so what does this tell us now? We have him scouted 85%, so we may as well get him up to that 100. I might try and move him to the 3rd priority, though, if we can. Yeah. Oh, it's still... Wait, really? Does it have something to do with our scout themselves? All right, let's see, because we can... Wait, was I just not paying attention last time? Because here in the top spot, it's saying still only up to 1 player discovered per week, which that seems low for being the top spot. You can only discover 1 new. So what did he do in the 3rd? He still discovered 1 new. Okay, so I guess if you're discovering, you may as well just put it in the 3rd spot. Or maybe the positioning only matters with the interest. Because also, like when I moved this guy down to 3, he still was going to get plus 76 scouting, but his interest went down. Okay, I'm learning a bit more about how this is going to work. So just out of curiosity then, just to check, if we move this Doyle guy up, yeah, it stays at 50%. All right, so what do we actually see out of these guys? What information did we unlock? We scouted the number 1 and number 2 MLB ranked prospects. And our data tells us, apparently, that this number 1 guy is actually 25. And then our number 2 guy is actually a number 1 guy. We have the number 2 pick, remember. So if everyone else is thinking Rolando Costa is the 2nd best player, but we know the real information, we might be able to get him at 2. I kind of want to get him all the way up, but it feels like a waste to only scout him when he's 15 away okay, we have the option to scout a position, right? So maybe if I cancel and then have our guy Hoyt here, maybe have him scout the position of pitcher in general. Okay, it makes us know the region, so we gotta know the region of our guy here. All right, he's from Venezuela, so I'm assuming that means he'd just be the international region. And I guess I should look at this screen anyway. It tells us what we have scouted right now, his ranges. So from what we have right now, in terms of our analysis, this is a weird looking guy. What kind of skill set is this? Low both now and in the future. He has low hits and Ks per 9, but he has high pitch velocity and break. So you'd think that would lead to lower hits per 9, but a higher hits per 9 rating and more strikeouts. But then also the weird one is his pitch control is projected to be low, but then his walks per 9 is high. So what? What does he do? I also don't understand how our guy Cody Sable, this scout, how he's only getting plus 50% scouting and our other guy was getting plus 70 when their rating, like, is that really the difference between a 98 efficiency and a 95? Well, now I'm curious. Let's get Alan Slaughter. Let's cancel his assignment. What happens if I want to scout somebody with him? How much would he give? What if I just scout? Well, no, let's pick somebody else. I'm not actually going to commit to scouting him, but if we scout Ezra, it's still plus 40. So what's with such a steep decline from a 98 efficiency to a 95, but then only 10% lost when you go from, what is it, 95 to 60? All right, well, Hoyt is going to scout international pitching, and hopefully that will finish or get scouting of our Rolando all the way up. And then also I guess he'll scout some other guys, so that's probably going to be good. Oh, it is. Okay, no, that actually would work perfect. It says plus 15 scouting per week, plus 15%, and that's exactly what we need. All right, well, now I'm just trying to figure out how this works. So Hoyt, when he's just scouting the position in general, gives plus 15%, which is about 1/5 of what he got for one player. So maybe that means he'll scout 5 players. So does that then mean that if we have Cody Sable scout a position, then he'll get plus 10% scouting per week? Let's have him scout, I don't know, third baseman from the East. No, he also gives plus 15. All right, well, I'm going to try this. I'm going to try this scout position because this might be the way to go, depending on how many people are scouted. If it's like 5+ players that get scouted, it's probably better, at least for Cody Sable, to scout position if he's only going to get 50% for one player. Actually, there's one more thing I'm curious about testing. Maybe it has to do with positioning. So if I assign Cody Sable to scout, let's just keep it similar and go starting pitching specifically. So if we have him scout a starter, all right, now I get it. It's based on the position. So starting pitchers, or maybe pitchers in general, get scouted faster than position players. Oh, and relief pitchers get 100% scouted. Oh, but then with Alan Slaughter, the relief pitcher only gets 40% scouted and is only 1% interest. Sorry, I'm probably taking up way too much time here, but I'm learning, guys. I'm learning. Okay, hang on. I might be dumb because I have positional needs at starting pitcher, so that might be the difference. Even when we use Cody Sable, the starting pitchers had plus 76 interest, so we also had third base. Okay, well, now I'm confused why starting pitchers were only 76%, because we get 100%. Well, we already know we got 100% for picking a closer to scout. Now we know we get 100% for picking a third baseman. We only got 50% for scouting an outfielder. Yeah, we get 76 for center field. So now I'm back to not knowing what's going on. So what if I change a positional need to right field, because it seems like that's the one. Maybe it's because our right fielding ranking is higher. Like every other position we're bottom 5, but right field we're 10th. So maybe that has something to do with how much we can scout them. So if I set right field as a positional need and then I add Doyle back, no, he's still 50%, but I think that affected the interest, yeah, by 1%. So what's going on with right field? My only guess is that it does have something to do with our position ranking, but that doesn't even make sense, because if having the positional needs doesn't matter, then why does third base get 100% scout scouted, while center field only gets 76%. All right, so make this make sense real quick. I'm going to cancel these, but we know this Randall Hanks here, when scouted by Cody Sable, gets 100% in the second slot. But now, if I use the second slot to scout Sean Ellis, and then use the third slot to scout... Okay, well, now I'm just so confused. All right, well, now I'm really confused, because watch this. When we're scouting with Corey Sable, Randall Hanks gets plus 100% scouting. But if I scout just a different third baseman and scout the second best, now it's only 50%. There's got to be something I'm missing here. There's got to be some reason that I don't know what's going on. Is it maybe age? Does it have something to do with age? Let's try Pablo Guzman is 50% and he was 18 years old. But what about if I try this 21-year-old? It's 100. Okay, maybe it's related to age. So then what about a 20-year-old? 76. Okay, I nailed it. It's the age. So let's find a 19-year-old. This guy. All right, so a teenager is 50%, a 20-year-old is 76%, and then 21 and above is the full 100. And I'm guessing that's regardless of position, and it's also because of our scouts' high ratings. I bet if I use my other guy, obviously it'd be different. Or oh well, no, now that's completely thrown out again, because Rolando Costa was 19, but he was getting plus 76%. Oh, or is it the class? Maybe it's the class. Maybe it's junior college. So this guy being a junior college player plus 76%. We have a 21-year-old at a 4-year college plus 100. The high schoolers are plus 50. I just want to know, like, I want to see like a 19-year-old at a 4-year school, if that's even a thing that can happen. Seems like everyone who's 19 is in junior college. So they're connected in some way. Okay, well, what about this guy then? Because everyone who I've seen that's 19 is junior college 1, and everyone else I'd seen that was 20 is junior college 2. So what about a 20-year-old that's junior college 1, 76? I think that's the same thing. All right, well, I'm thinking that's gotta be it. It has to be the class that they're in. So if they're in high school, based on our guys' good ratings, you get 50%. If they're in junior college, you get 76. And then if they're in a 4-year college, they get that full 100. And that is also tied to the ages, because everyone who's in high school is going to be 18. Everyone who's in junior college seems like they're either going to be 19 or 20. And then everyone who's in a 4-year college is going to be 21 or older. So I don't know. I'm kind of thinking maybe the sweet spot would be to scout 19-year-old junior college players, because then you can kind of scout more. You can scout as many as possible, but they're also like younger, so they have, once you draft them, more time to develop. All right, well, this is what I'm going to do this week then. We're going to scout positions for pitchers with Hoyt, and hopefully we set it up right so that it should just finish off scouting that one guy and then add 15% to some other ones. I'm going to go kind of against what I said. We're going to scout this 18-year-old third baseman, which would line up about with our second pick. We'll get 50% on him, and then I think what I'm going to do with our bad scout is I'm going to have him scout some lower ranked prospects and see if he can maybe find somebody, and then maybe if him adding 40% to this guy or less to somebody else, maybe if that kind of reveals a little bit of a spike in potential or something, then we'll transfer that guy over to one of our better scouts to really find out. But either way, I'm liking this. I mean, I just spent 20 plus minutes on this screen, but I think I have a pretty good grasp on what's going on now. So we can advance, and I think we'll still be simming. Yeah, we sweep the Rockies. We're still simming against the Angels, and we're playing again on a massive winning streak, and it's a player lock. Projected wins up to 72. We are 10-1 to start the season, leading the division. All right, well, because of how long I spent scouting, I have no concept of how long this episode is, because I've been recording for about an hour, but we might only be like 8 minutes in. But I think I'll say this will be the last thing of this episode, just in case we're like half an hour in. I don't know. But it's a player lock with CJ Abrams, and I'm assuming that this is going to work exactly like it did last year. It's just going to be a 1 out of 3 for the plus, and it'll do exactly what it says right there. Improve players' performance in games and innings that are skipped, but it's not going to change his attributes. So let's hope that we're facing a righty here against the Angels, but maybe not Shohei. So what do we got? It's going to be Shohei. Well, at least it's a righty. We're probably better off facing Shohei than facing like Patrick Sandoval and having like 30 contact. First pitch swinging at the fastball up, and that's exactly why I want to be anchoring the PCI, and I forgot to there. Oh, right down the middle. That's got to drop in. Okay. There is not a single better 3-1 pitch to swing at. I wish we could have done more with that. Surprised that wasn't a perfect swing. Would have been nice to hit the gap. Would be nice to like try and steal a base here, but I think I have it set up that I'm only running on action pitches. So yeah, we had action. Okay, we're down 3 here. Patrick Corbin couldn't have another complete game shutout. That's kind of the problem having a player lock in a game against Ohtani, is since we're in the game, it's not going to use our built-up momentum to win the game, so that our low-rated players are going to get shut down by Shohei. One more base hit, though, should probably lock up a plus. Oh, and we got a perfect carry, maybe? Nah, he doesn't have enough power to hit it out, but that's going to be a double. We'll stay at second. That has to secure something. 2 for 3 with a double off of Shohei, too. That's a pretty good showing. All right, we got another at bat here. It's still Shohei on the mound. We got to him for a run, though. That, oh man, I thought that was going to get through for another hit. All right, I guess we'll have to see if we can make the comeback. If we do, we'll probably get another at bat. And we don't get another at bat. Okay. Well, I think I did enough with Abrams to get a... We only get a 1? I thought maybe that'd be good enough for a 2+. I mean, a perfect, an extra base hit off of like one of the best pitchers in the league. Yeah, no, the more I think about it, I really do think I should have gotten a 2+ from that. All right, well, either way, hopefully that has a positive impact on Abrams. If he can perform a little bit better this season, put up some better numbers, maybe he'll develop a little bit quicker, and then that'd be really good for us in the long term. So who knows, maybe even a 1+ is going to be pretty big. We still have a little bit of momentum, so we're going to be hoping for a relatively quick turnaround, because I'm worried that once we start not having momentum like that, we're going to start losing games. I think that's 4 losses in a row, so we got to get back in. We won 1 there, and we're back to scouting. Wait a second. 42 starting pitching prospects scouted? Did he really scout 15% on 42 separate pitchers? I was expecting the number to be 5. Wow, I think he did, because every pitcher we're coming across here that's international is over 15%. Okay, so that is the move. We have 14 weeks of scouting. If we use both of our good scouts to their potential, we can get like everybody scouted. If he's really going to go out there and scout 42 different pitchers, I don't know, maybe that's crazy. I guess maybe not everybody will be able to get scouted, because it's still like, you know, separated by region. So if you think about for each position, we'd have to scout all 4 regions, but still scouting position like that might be the move. And actually that last 15% to scout Rolando here, that was pretty significant, because 85% scouted, we had him at the top of our board, but just that last 15% moved him down to 8th. All right, I think this will be this week's scouting plan. We're going to send our 2 good scouts out scouting positions. We'll get Hoyt back in the same one to just keep with the same guys, getting them up there. And then I'll send Cody out to first base, or out to the central region to scout first base, which I wish it either said what states were in which region or just said on the player what region they're from, because I don't see anywhere where it like has a map that specifies which state counts for which region, but then on the cards, like, it just says the state that the person is from. So like obviously Texas would be central for this guy, but when you get into like Ohio, are they going to count that central, or are they going to count that east? But yeah, this is the plan this week. This scouting stuff is taking a lot longer than I thought it would, but I guess the more familiar I get with it, the quicker it'll go. And we get 2 more wins back, split a 2-game series with the Orioles, and we are suddenly to April 21st. We got to finish strong for a morale boosting win. We dropped some games in that sim, and the Phillies, man, they are on fire. We're still 12-6 though. We're still holding our own, but we're we're going to go ahead and call this episode there. Again, with how long it took me to do all that scouting, I really don't know how long this episode is, but I've been sitting here for like an hour 20, so I'm guessing it's long enough. Hopefully, though, as we get further and further on, it'll take me less time to figure out the scouting, so then we'll be able to get more gameplay in each episode. But for now, make sure if you enjoyed this episode, you hit that like button for me. And if you're new or you're not subscribed yet, go ahead, hit that subscribe button for me. But guys, thanks for watching today. Thanks for stopping by, and I will see you next time.